We continue from the previous episode as Gu Changge descends from his flying ship. He walks forward, bows slightly, and greets, "Your Majesty Emperor Yu. I'm afraid I'll be troubling you for the next few days." Emperor Yu Tianhe quickly steps forward. "Young Lord Changge, what are you saying? You are so young and accomplished, traveling countless miles for the cause of the Jian heaven. Our dynasty naturally ought to treat you with the highest courtesy." Elder Zhu gestures respectfully. "Come, the emperor has already prepared a banquet to welcome the young lord." Gu Changge smiles faintly. "Your Majesty is too courteous. The matter of the Jian heaven scourge is merely my duty." Emperor Yu Tianhe leads the way. "This way, please." Walking behind him, Gu Changge remarks, "I've heard that beings from the Jian heaven imperial court have emerged. This matter is of great importance. It must be handled with utmost caution." Emperor Yu Tianhe sighs. "Young Lord Changge is right. If the Jian heaven imperial court has truly appeared, it is undoubtedly an ominous sign." Yu Ming and Yu Fiya bow respectfully. Yu Ming leans toward his sister, whispering, "Imperial sister, it seems Father Emperor has that intention as well." Saintess Chu Chu overhears their exchange. She glances at them, her brow tightening in a faint frown. The scene shifts to the general's mansion. A young lady pushes open the courtyard door, calling out, "Third brother, why are you still practicing swordsmanship? Hurry and get ready. His Majesty's banquet is about to begin." Toba Xiaoyao stops in surprise. "A banquet? You all can go. Why must I?" His sister, Toba Lingqiong, frowns. "Don't you know? Young Lord Changge has arrived." Caught off guard, Xiaoyao stumbles, nearly falling. Lingqiong continues firmly, "His Majesty wants us young ones to meet the foremost young prodigy of the upper realm." Toba Lingqiong winced as Xiaoyao missed his step and fell. Xiaoyao stayed on the ground, shouting in disbelief, "Gu Changge." He replayed the thought in his mind. How could he come to great you now? In my original memories, Gu Changge should have only appeared when a prince of the eternal overcast kingdom manifested and sought marriage with great Yu. His sister's face turned serious. "Third brother, what's wrong? You look pale." Sweat beaded on Xiaoyao's brow. "But that time hasn't come yet. Has the trajectory of this life changed?" Someone bustled through the open door. "Second sister, third brother, hurry, we're about to set off." Lingqiong glanced over. "Got it. You're always the most eager." Toba Qingyu, the youngest, beamed. "I want to meet young Lord Changge. I've heard he's powerful, refined, helpful, and incredibly handsome." Xiaoyao ground his teeth, furious inside. "Refine my ass. I refuse to believe everyone in this world is blind." Cut to the banquet hall. Emperor Yu Tianhe rose and proclaimed, "Young Lord Changge bears the weight of all living beings. His Tao heart is vast, truly impressive. Come, let us toast to young Lord Changge." The hall echoed with toasts to Gu Changge. Emperor Yu Tianhe turned to Yu Fiya. "Fiya, you and young Master Changge are of similar age, but your cultivation levels differ greatly. Since returning from Dark Kuan Mountain, you have often thought of young Master Changge. Now that he is here, why so shy?" Yu Fiya stood to speak, but her father cut in. "Both emotionally and logically, you ought to pay your respects to young Lord Changge separately. Speaking frankly, I am ashamed." Gu Changge lifted a cup of wine, smiling faintly. "Back in Kunwa City, I was consumed by Kuan Mountain matters and neglected the Grand Princess. Today, Gu, will punish myself with a cup, a small token of apology." Lady Yu Fiya rose quickly with her own cup of wine. It was Fiya who was too forward back then. "Young Lord Changge, please don't take it to heart." Murmurs rippled through the hall. "It seems His Majesty intends for the Grand Princess and young Lord Changge to have more interactions." "That's right." Meanwhile, Toba Xiaoyao stayed silent, chewing slowly as his thoughts churned. "In my previous life, because a prince of the Jian Heaven Imperial Court proposed, Emperor Yu forced Fiya to interact with Gu Changge. Now Gu Changge has appeared earlier, but the outcome is still the same." His expression hardened. It seems the shocking incident, the second prince's assassination, 3 days later at the hunting tournament, will surely still occur. He glanced at the man beside Saintess Chu Chu. "If I remember right, the assassin is the imperial uncle who once failed in vying for the throne against Emperor Yu. And behind him lurks Gu Changge's shadow. I must warn you, Fiya, I can't let Gu Changge's scheme succeed." Gu Changge, hands folded behind his back, looked forward with calm amusement. Two people with heavenly fortune and a faint sword intent radiating from him. Without the system, I wouldn't have noticed. This is no ordinary energy, the child of fortune. Could it be tied to the sword of world domination? So this Princess Euphia is his leading lady. Is that why he harbors hostility toward me? A sharp stab broke the silence. Saintess Chu Chu speared a steak with her chopsticks. She glared at Gu Changge, fuming in her thoughts. You're still looking at her? That princess, is she really that pretty? Across the table, Toba Xiaoyao paled, sweat trickling down. He keeps staring this way. Could he have noticed the signs of my fusion with the sword? Impossible. Just then, Toba Qingyu leaned in close, eyes sparkling. Third brother. Young Lord Chang is looking at me. Her heart raced. Has he noticed me? Young Lord Chang is truly, as the rumors say, gentle as jade, refined, elegant. Xiaoyao snapped his gaze at her, cursing inwardly. Idiot. You're not even fully grown yet. What are you staring at? Toba Qingyu leaned closer, her eyes shining with curiosity. Third brother, you say young Lord Chang is only in his 20s, yet he already has the strength to overpower Dao achievers. How on earth did he cultivate? If I get the chance, I definitely want to seek guidance from him. Toba Xiaoyao lowered his gaze, his tone cold. Qingyu, don't cling to such thoughts. You don't even know who he truly is. Approaching him blindly could bring disaster upon you. But Qingyu only blushed, her voice soft and dreamy. How could that be? I think, third brother, you're just jealous of young Lord Chang. With such a noble face, there's no way he could be a bad person. Even if I were beaten to death, I wouldn't believe otherwise. Xiaoyao's eyes darkened. In the last life, you truly were nearly beaten to death. The sun set. Evening arrived. The banquet drew to an end. Emperor Yu Tianhe gave a light command. Escort young Lord Chang and Saintess Chu Chu to their quarters for rest. Then, turning, he asked in a low voice, Elder Zhu, were you able to discern Gu Changge's true cultivation level? Elder Zhu bowed with solemn respect. Your Majesty, this old servant's eyes are not sharp enough. It is impossible to see through his cultivation. Even in a fight to the death, this old servant would not survive. Yu Tianhe's expression grew heavy. So he truly is such a prodigy. No wonder, during the Kuan Mountain expedition, so many Dao achievers vanished without a trace, yet he led the younger generation out alive. It seems all the more necessary that Fia grows closer to him. Outside, Euphia walked quietly along the path. Ahead, Toba Xiaoyao waited in the shadows. She paused, surprised. Toba Xiaoyao, were you waiting for me? I have something to tell you. His tone was casual, but his eyes were grave. Fia stopped. All right, speak. I'm listening. He looked at her quietly, sighing inwardly. She has always been so composed, so intelligent. Never arrogant. Never willful, like the others. In this life, I cannot allow her to meet such a tragic end again. At last, his words came plain and sharp. Be careful of Gu Changge. He is not a good person. 3 days from now, at the hunting tournament, something shocking will happen. Gu Changge is the mastermind behind it. Euphia's eyes widened in disbelief. What? Toba Xiaoyao's voice was steady. You can inform His Majesty Emperor Yu in advance, so he can prepare and protect the second prince. That's all I can say. He fixed his gaze on her. I don't have any evidence on hand. Tell me, do you believe me? Euphia was silent for a moment. Then, with a faint smile, she answered softly. I believe you. Xiaoyao allowed a small smile to form. His body slowly dissolved into green, ghostly smoke. That's good. I cannot linger here. I'll take my leave first. You must also be careful. In the next instant, he transformed into the heavenly sword and vanished into the night sky. Darkness fell. Inside a quiet chamber, Adar reported respectfully, Master, all the background information you requested on Toba Xiaoyao is here. Gu Changge's lips curled faintly as he read through the details. Born into the prestigious general's mansion, yet dull, honest, unremarkable. A mediocrity, only knows how to practice swordsmanship. His cultivation not even surpassing that of a 6-year-old child. His eyes narrowed, voice low with amusement. Hiding his talent, that sword intent of his, it could already rival a quasi-emperor. No matter what, 3 days from now, at the hunting tournament, we'll test him. He stepped inside the inner room. Lady Chu Chu's voice echoed from within. Are you investigating the Juyan Heaven calamity? Gu Changge walked calmly, his tone even. Not yet. I'm investigating a person who interests me. Her voice carried curiosity. Someone who interests you? Could it be the Grand Princess Euphia? Inside the bath, Chu Chu's eyes sharpened as she pressed. Why aren't you saying anything? Gu Chang's gaze shifted toward the corner. He peered inside. She instantly noticed, her face flushing as she covered her chest. Didn't we agree you wouldn't come in? Gu Changge walked closer, unbothered, loosening his robe. You've already misunderstood me so much. How could I possibly stay seated? Chu Chu's cheeks burned, her voice trembling. You still haven't answered me. Is someone jealous? Gu Changge slipped his robe from his shoulders and tossed it onto the hanger. Gu Changge stepped into the bathing pool, the water rippling around him as he moved closer to Lady Chu Chu. She merely offered me a toast in the palace hall, he said smoothly. And now you're being petty over it? Lady Chu Chu turned her head, cheeks flushed. When you were in the palace, you kept staring at her. Don't think I didn't notice. Gu Changge smirked faintly. I was only wondering what physique she possessed. What are you imagining? He slipped behind her, his voice low. Tell me, in what way is she better than you? How could I possibly be interested in her? Chu Chu's face turned crimson as she stammered softly. All right, we should rest early tonight. How can that be? Gu Changge studied her for a moment, then smiled slightly. Weren't we supposed to be discussing the Juyin Heaven calamity? Chu Chu smiled faintly in return. As long as you're here, do I still need to worry about that? Successor of the human ancestor hall, Your Highness? Gu Changge chuckled, teasing. So, in the end, I'm the one doing all the work, Boss Jiang. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Bye.